Hello everyone, and welcome to a new video. This is going to be the first video of its kind. If you guys can't tell the difference already, it's because I am going to be live commentating while I play Minecraft. And pretty much what I'm running Minecraft on right now is a client called MCSR Ranked. And it's just Minecraft speedrunning ranked. You 1v1 a guy on the exact same world, and that's something I try to do literally 5 minutes ago, but while I was 1v1ing and racing people, I just could not for the life of me I could not just continue talking. I'd be so focused on the speedrun that I just completely stopped my train of thought, and it just wasn't great, and I didn't get my point across, but it was kind of good entertainment. Maybe I'll show a couple bits of that during this video. But yeah, this is the first live commentary, so welcome. And the thing I want to talk about today is pretty much I got accepted to my first choice university, which is kind of cool. Very scary in a way. If you aren't familiar with the community college system or the transfer process, I knew I was accepted around like a month ago, I would say, maybe like 3 weeks ago, because you do apply with community college and transferring. You do apply very early, and when I say early, I mean relative to. Did I make a boat? I didn't make a boat, so I'll make a boat right now. But you, as someone who didn't know this before, you pretty much apply like before the year pretty much ends. Like usually if you're in high school, you're used to like the year ending and then you get your classes and whatnot. With transferring, you apply pretty much almost at the beginning of the semester, which is kind of crazy to me. I didn't know that until I actually transferred. But for context, I'm 22 right now. I've been in community college for about 3.5 years now. And it's finally time to say goodbye to that journey. Obviously community college was pretty cool. My experience wasn't that bad. I think I got pretty lucky. The community college I was in was very like it was very community driven. It was very relaxed. For my experience, like the first year I think was like the loneliest year, because I was so locked into just like trying to get my college done, and you know, I didn't really talk to anyone my first year. Like I was completely isolated my first year, to be completely fair. Let me throw gold here. I'm just gonna do the route normally. Dude, excuse me, sir. And then here. So yeah, see, this is the problem I'm talking about. When I do stuff like this, I am completely locked in and I'm very quiet. But afterwards, I'll continue what I was saying. I need this guy to move so I can place that there. There we go. Okay. But my first year was pretty isolated. My second year, I started actually talking to people in class. And then my third year, that's when I worked a job at the school, based off of all the math I was taking. So it was a tutoring job, and I took like a ton of math because I'm a computer science major. So that naturally makes you take a ton of math. And because I took a lot of math, I was qualified enough to actually tutor it, which was pretty cool. I met a lot of my good friends there. Very good experience. And then this year I am a community ambassador, the college's ambassador. It's kind of corny. It's called our ambassador. But I'm pretty much working on like we're like the first heads you see when you come to college, and we try to make your experience pretty good. Any questions we have, we answer, stuff like that. If we don't know the answer, we'll find someone who does. Stuff like that. And that's a pretty PR answer. You can tell I've said that in my lifetime. But yeah, that's pretty much my whole community college experience. I wouldn't really have any complaints. It was pretty fun. But now that I'm getting closer to like university and like work, I'm kind of excited because if you guys have seen my channel before, I've been getting into finances. So I've been pretty happy about what I've learned and what I'm trying to teach other people as well. I'm trying to make it more accessible because I think it's very important. Oh wow. I should have gold out in case that happens. But I've been getting into finances. I think finances are very important, and I think learning about finances can really change your life. And if you guys don't know about that, I have a whole video on that if you wanna see it. And I will be making more videos on that. I'm just making this live commentary because it's something I wanted to put out, and it's something that I really enjoy. Especially watching. Just watching someone talk about life while they play games oh, I forgot to put fire resistance. Holy, but there's a lot of mobs. But that's like my favorite genre of videos. Just someone talking about their experiences. Oh my god. Yeah, I'll build up here. Wait, this is scary because soul sand is only like half a block, I believe. Holy. Have you guys ever seen this much wither skeletons at one place? Maybe you've made a farmer. You have. But yeah, these are my favorite type of videos, so that's why I'm making them. Oh, dude, I do not want to deal with this. I'm just gonna go straight to the spawner. I think I went over. Yeah, I did go over. That's okay. But the whole reason why I'm making this is because even though I knew I was accepted, I thought I wasn't going to go. And that was because Riverside's a very expensive school, and with financial aid, I didn't think I was getting a full cover, or that's what was claimed. I don't think I was getting full coverage, which was true. And because of that, I was gonna go to Cal State San Bernardino. I applied to multiple universities, and Cal States, just in case I didn't get to my school. But with the title of this video, I obviously did, which is really awesome, and I'm very thankful. Dude, like this spawning situation is just wow. Just tough. Yeah, but I think I should be good. Fire resistance runs out in 4 minutes, so I'll be fine. But I used all my gaps and everything. Okay. But this is the part where I should be talking, and I'm not. Because, oh my god, where did this guy come from? But yeah, I applied to UC Merced, Riverside, which is my first college that I really wanted to go to, and then San Bernardino is a backup in case I got declined or in case I couldn't go. So I thought I couldn't go because I was under the assumption that I wouldn't be able to go due to just financial stuff. I was only 70% covered, which is a lot of money that's being covered, and I'm very appreciative of it, obviously. But Riverside's a very expensive school because it's oh my gosh, please don't die, please don't die. Okay, we're gonna have to hunger reset in the overworld. But Riverside is a very expensive school, and that's due to it being a university. Universities are way more expensive than Cal State's. So because my goal, especially as someone who has been preaching finances and has been learning about finances, and someone who has found out or realized that finances are very important, I didn't want any student debt. I think if I had any student debt, I would just be super uncomfortable with it. And it's something I wouldn't enjoy, and I don't think it's something I want. So sorry. I'm kind of this is my first commentary video, so it's gonna be rough. But obviously I'll get better over time. But But as someone who preaches finances, I just did not want to be in any debt, especially since I know like the situations and the circumstances of it all. I know people who are still paying off their debt to this day. Did it not hit me because it went through? Oh my god, it didn't hit me. Okay, hopefully we can finish this off right now. Oh wow, I hunger reset it, but I didn't measure. That is a throw, but we'll measure after this. That's so funny. But as someone who knows people who are still paying their student debt, I just don't think student debt is like really a good thing to get into at the moment. Especially when you're young, you kind of want to grow out your things as much as possible. Your investments account and stuff like that. But I have a whole video on that if you're interested. This isn't an investment yet. But yeah, that's my whole ordeal. I didn't think I was going because I wasn't getting fully covered. But thankfully, after I called up and I was gonna fill out a form called special circumstances form, which is like due to unforeseen events. With financial aid, they calculate how much they'll cover you based off of how much your parents are making. Oh wow, I can't craft. And things like that. And for this year, because of financial aid and stuff like this year my dad had got into reselling and eBay. I don't know if anyone's familiar with that, but pretty much you just buy stuff that are kind of unique and old and cool that people don't really fully understand what it's worth, and then you kind of just sell it for what it's worth. I think it's really cool. And he grew that out pretty big, which is very impressive. And because of that, for this year, my financial aid was like middle class and not lower class. And that's why I'm not getting like the grants I should be getting, and that's why I thought I wasn't gonna get covered until I called up, and then they told me if you went right now, based off of the scholarships and stuff, and because you are I'm gonna actually be moving out. I forgot to mention that. I will be moving out for university. I am not buying a dorm or anything. I'm going to be living wait, where's my, how much time do I have? 9 seconds on fire resistance. Okay, so I can't go into lava. Wow, what a pro. But I know I have to go this way. But yeah, I am going to be living alone for pretty much the first time, or not alone. I'm going to be moving in with an uncle of mine. But it's going to be the first time I'm going to be away from my parents. In like the first or for like the first time in like 22 years of my life. So that's gonna be exciting. That's something I'm looking forward to, and I think it would be pretty fun experience. But because of that, rent's gonna be super cheap, so all I had to do was worry about tuition and costs of classes. And due to me living with my uncle, that's pretty much all good, thankfully. So that means I'm fully going, and that's why this video exists here, because since I'm fully going, it is kind of a scary experience. Just the future and, like, you know, the unknown of it all. I'm gonna go from like a comfy community college where I kind of found my place and found like a bunch of resources and a bunch of cool stuff. Is this the portal room, or is this just lava? That's just lava. Like, when you've been somewhere and when you get super accustomed to stuff, it's kind of hard to leave. Especially when you have like a whole routine going, you know? And it's kind of just second nature to just go. It does get really hard to just like move past and continue on, but I know it's gonna be a big part of the future, And as someone who's been in community college for like 4 years, if anyone's like at the same place where I am, I also want to remind people that it's just also not a rush. Like, it's not a race. I know people who've been held back. I know people who really kind of just need to hear that. Like, it's okay. It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna be transferring. A lot of people in my class of 2022, I see their stories on Instagram and they're graduating with a bachelor's, and I'm only just transferring. And I would be lying if I said that didn't get to me sometimes, but it is, it's not a race. I learned a lot while I was here. I worked 2 different jobs, which is good for experience. Saved a little cash, pocket money, just so and I've been putting that into like finances, which I learned like November of last year. So I think things happen for a reason. Not everything happens for a reason, but I believe stuff does happen. Oh, wow, so library here, so it could be down here. This is, I don't like it here. Yeah, this is completely dead. I don't know why I came in here. Yeah, this video is supposed to be over. I can't find the stronghold for the life of me, so I guess you guys are here for the ride. Here it is. Yeah, but it's not a race. But I'm very happy that I'm going to be able to wait. Wow, that is a fail. So you guys, oh wow, okay. So I'm just gonna chill and I'm just gonna close it out with some ending thoughts. Cause I'm sorry, you guys don't get to see me beat the dragon today. Wow, that is embarrassing. But yeah, it is good news. I get to move on to the next chapter of my life. Things are a bit uncertain right now, but that's okay. Moving on from a big chapter of my community college life. I'm graduating with 3 associates, which is cool. Very cool. Makes it so if I want to ever change career paths, I have the option to do so. Especially since I've been in community college for around 3.5 years now. So it's been a while. But I did get accepted to my first choice university, and I will be able to go, which I thought I couldn't. So thank God I can go. I think it's gonna be a really good experience. Nothing's gonna change for this channel. I'm still gonna try to post weekly. If you guys do like these live commentaries, and if I like them, I'm gonna try to crank these out because I do want to get back into Minecraft speedrunning. Hopefully I get good enough again to where I can actually talk while doing runs, but it's a growing process. And yeah, that's just me yapping. That's my thoughts, no script, first live commentary. I'm so sorry you guys did not see me kill the dragon today, but I wanted a longer video out, especially because it is a yap channel. All my videos have been like 6 minutes long. But I appreciate you guys. If you guys stuck around, I hope you guys have learned something from this. And if you guys are feeling the same way as me, if you guys are transferring, or if you guys are thinking of it, or if it's happening soon, or if you guys already have transferred, hopefully this either reminds you of good experiences in the past after you transferred, or reminds you of now if you're transferring now. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who thinks like this. Especially when things are gonna change. But you will get updates for videos from me, maybe more live commentaries, and I'll see you guys all later. Thank you guys.